Hello Aries, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Aries is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free, doesn't cost anything. If there's something you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Aries, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And here's the Prince of Wands. This is a lot of activity. This is a lot of commitment. This is a confirmation that whatever you're doing right now, keep doing it. Okay? Don't fizzle out. Don't lose energy. Don't lose hope. Stay in that zone. Okay? This is a commitment to your creative will. This is you sticking with your decision. This is you staying in the game. All right? Let's do some more cards. Let's see what else we've got going on here. Four of Swords. Yeah, there's a need for you to continue innovating. Okay, so we say stay fixed in your will, but don't stay fixed or rigid in your ideas. Right? Don't be too limited in your thinking. Part of your ability to stay in this creative zone is to always be thinking outside the box. We got to change this. We don't want the Four of Swords. We've got to get that moving too. So in order for you to sustain your effort, sustain your interest, sustain your success, and keep making progress, we've got to keep the mind moving. We got to have fresh ideas coming in. What else we got? Nine of Cups. Yeah. This is a big moment for you. This is a major time in your life. We got the Lover's card. We got the World card. We got the Seven of... See, this is things slowing down. Seven of Cups. We're getting stuck in the mud. The wheel is slowing down, right? And we can't have that. We can't have our Prince of Wands getting stuck in the mud, right? So we've got to have fresh ideas. We've got to keep it light, keep it flowing, keep the new ideas coming in, expanding the way we're thinking about things, expanding our own knowledge, our own experience, expanding on the way we communicate with others, right? We're part of a team. We don't want the tower. If we get stuck in the mud, it's going to take a really big push to get us moving again. And there's the 5. There's the movement that we need from that 4. We need to keep things going, right? 4 to 5. The tower here with the 7 of Cups, this is kind of like if you get stuck in the mud, it's going to take a major event to get things going. It's like you get your car stuck in the mud, right? And what do? You gotta, I don't even know. You've all got to push it. You've got to put some wood or some blocks or something underneath the tires or whatever. It's a big, huge mess. You're going to get dirty, right? That's a tower moment. It's going to take a really big effort to get us out of that mud. We're better off just avoiding it. We don't want this kind of big event to kind of jumpstart things again, right? So it's better to just avoid this altogether. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it down over here. Frog on top. We're not going to look at that one until the very end, but it will tie everything together and it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. All right. If at any point during this program you feel like you know what that card is, I want you to put your prediction in the comments. Let's do it together. Interactive, group exercise, all that stuff. Yeah. Let's look around at the room. We have major arcana, 4 of these. And this is really, really good. The Lover's card here, it's your commitment. This is your decision to do this particular thing. It could be a business thing, could be a creative thing, could be a romantic thing, family thing, I don't know. Whatever you're doing, though, the idea here is that you've said yes to something, which means that you've had to say no to other things. Okay? We commit to this. This is our choice. You were hit with the arrow of inspiration. You were like Cupid's arrow, right? Doesn't mean it's romance, but it could be. We have fallen in love with something that we want to devote our entire being to it. Okay, that right there is pretty special. Not everybody gets that in life. But you got it. Keep it. All right. We've got the World card up at the top of the path of the dove. This is everything to you, right? This is your whole world right now. Okay. This is also something that we're starting to wonder, is there an end game? Is there like an end date to it? Is there an expiration date? Is there a finite finish line? Or is this something that goes on and on and on and on forever? Right? Is this something that is making you feel more isolated from the world? Or is it making you feel more connected with the entire universe? Okay. These are just some things that I think are crossing your mind lately. And I think it's part of this. I think that's why we've got this, the Prince of Wands right in the middle here that says, keep going, keep doing it. Because maybe you're starting to slow down and you're starting to ask yourself these questions like, what am I really doing this for? What is my end game? What is the result I'm looking for? Is this job, this commitment, this relationship, this whatever, is this isolating me from the rest of the world? Or is it allowing me to connect more deeply with the rest of the world? Right? So we're starting to ask a lot of these questions. And the more we start to question things, the slower we start. You ever ride a bike really, really fast, but then you start kind of thinking about other things and you just kind of realize that you've slowed down quite a bit, The mental energy is taking away from the physical energy. All right? And I think the Seven of Cups here is kind of the emotions, the kind of the we're getting stuck in that mud where it's just like we've talked ourselves out of our Nine of Cups. See, we got the 9 down here. But let's talk first about the Star and the Tower. The Star is you following your path, following your bliss, feeling as if Spirit is enlightening you internally, right? That there is this this internal illumination, which I think is showing you what you're made of, showing you what your life is. This is kind of connected with that Lover's card. This has allowed us to make this choice, make this commitment. You've done so from a fully informed, fully enlightened consciousness. And the Star card also then illuminates the world around us. Shows us kind of it's almost like those little solar lights on your sidewalk that just kind of, show the path in front of you. We've seen the light on the ground in front of us, and we know that's the path for us to follow. Okay? And with this whole enlightenment, this whole enlightening process or lighting the path, I get this experience of delight. Right? Something is, we're experiencing delight. Right? This is a situation for you that is filled with light. And I think that it's part of our mental energy. It's kind of the heart and mind combo deal here with the swords and the cups, that we start to question things, we start to doubt things, we start to talk ourselves out of a really good thing. The 9 of cups underneath here, I think this is your experience of delight. And delight is really this very peaceful happiness, very peaceful joy, this feeling of satisfaction. Not satisfaction in the sense that I've reached a goal and I feel good about it, but more of a satisfaction in the continual movement, in the working, in the striving, in the doing. Because it's a 9, it's not a 10, right? This isn't so much satisfaction, this is delight in our life. We're delighting in what we're doing because we know that we're doing something good for ourselves physically, financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, creatively. It's the whole package here, right? So we are able to experience delight in the process, in life itself. Everything is filled with light, right? We have been illuminated, and now Spirit is illuminating the world around us. So I feel like what you're experiencing is not the dark, cold, vast loneliness of space, but the bright, powerful, energetic, interconnected, supportive, feeling of home in the universe. But the mind, of course, kind of starts questioning that sometimes anyway. What we don't want is the Tower card. It's in the position of what we do not want. It's in the position of the obstacle. If we get stuck in the mud, if our heart and mind slow us down to a stop, it's going to take a major force. This is the inertia, right? A body at rest stays at rest until exerted upon by an outside force, or, a force, maybe it's an internal force, but it's going to have to be a strong one to get you moving again. Okay, so we don't want that today. Today, this is a Tower moment that we don't want. What we want is to keep things moving in a relatively stable and steady way. But to do that, we have to get outside of we have to maybe even get outside of our thoughts altogether. I was thinking that we got to think outside the box here. That maybe we need to start kind of innovating. Maybe we need like fresh ideas to keep ourselves enthusiastic. Right? To keep the fire of the Prince of Wands stoked. Right? To keep the fire going, we need some fresh oxygen. We need some air. We need some new ideas. We need some kind of innovative plans. Maybe we need a change of plans, change of scenery. See, it's the change. It's the flowing of the mental energy that brings about the stability of the fire itself. Right? Because this fire eventually will suck up all the oxygen in the room. We need a fresh breeze because this is not moving. It's a 4. It's stable, relatively stable. This is a mental energy, an intellectual energy. This is the room of our mind ready for change, ready for some new air to be brought in. Okay? Because our fire is literally like eating up all the oxygen that's there. So we need fresh connections. We need new things. We need new people. We need different people. We need to interact with our people in new ways, right? We've got the 6 of Wands here in the position of your environment. It feels like a team effort, even if you're a team of 1. I feel like there's more than that here, though. I don't feel it's a team of 1. I feel like it's at least 2 of you. But I think we need to, in order to keep the fire going, we got to shake things up a little bit. We got to try different things, try new things. We've got to entertain new ideas. We've got to have new conversations. We've got to always be trying to make progress intellectually. So we could be learning new things. We could be having new conversations, talking about things in a new way, right? We need the fresh air in our conversations in order to keep this fire going and keep us motivated and keep us interested, keep us creative, right? Keep us striving for more. Now we've got that 5 of Wands there at the end. And the 5 of Wands is kind of, it's part of this drive in us, right? It's the way that we are aware of our drive, right? Our kind of, our urge to action. It's the way that we are aware of it and we're able to regulate it in some way. It's not unchecked, right? Because unchecked maybe takes the form of aggression, or we're kind of, we're assertive and we're confident, but maybe it kind of becomes aggression and arrogance, So we have to learn how to kind of regulate our striving. And this is kind of the difference between us, like literally sucking all the oxygen out of a room by we never stop talking, like we're using up all the oxygen, and learning how to kind of yield, how to slow down, how to let something else in, and then we present ourselves outward again, and then something comes in. There's an exchange, right? If we're too much fire, then of course we dominate the situation and there's no exchange. It's just us emitting our light, emitting our fire outward, and that's it. Eventually we'll burn out. We need the fresh air. We need the interaction. Sometimes we have to stop talking. We have to listen. And I just realized I'm talking quite fast in this reading, right? But this is the energy that I feel. So we've got to try to slow down. Now we're not slowing down in the sense of we're starting to doubt things and we're saying, whoa, hold up. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I don't know if I'm really feeling it anymore. We're losing interest, And that's because that's slowing down in terms of a 7 of Cups. And maybe we have to slow ourselves down in this certain way with the Five of Swords, like to yield a little bit, to be a little bit flexible, to be receptive. And find new ways to interact with life so that we don't slow down and think, whoa, 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 I really don't want to be here. I don't feel this anymore. I'm bored. It's kind of someone who's at a dinner party and really just loves to hear themselves talk. But as soon as they stop talking and other people start telling stories, they're just bored. They just want to leave the party, We don't want to become that person. You're not. I'm not saying you are. We don't want to get there. Okay? So we have to find the delight not only in us, because we can get so enthusiastic, so excited about something that we just want to talk about it and do it and talk about it and do it and do it and do it and do it. And other people might be like, gosh, is there any room for anybody else here? Right? So we've got to slow ourselves down in that way, where we allow some other input. We have more of an exchange. See, with the Lover's card here, this isn't about you necessarily. This is about what you and this connection are creating. This is 1 and 1 not equaling 2, equaling 11, right? Magic. You're creating something here that is bigger than just the sum of its parts, right? This is 1 and 1 equaling more than 2, okay? Which means that you are focused on a higher goal, a higher ideal. There's a higher purpose here other than you just enjoying what you're doing, But again, you're taking delight in this activity. And so it's kind of this, we feel so excited that we just want to keep doing it, keep talking about it. We want more and more and more because we're delighting in this whole thing. We need to slow down and find the delight also in the exchange. Find the delight in it's not a transactional thing. It's not just like, okay, I'll say something, you listen, then you say something and I'll listen, and it just goes back and forth like this. What about the collaboration? What about creating this magic together that is greater, something that is infinite, something that has no limit, right? Something that is not just 1 + 1 = 2. It's through your interaction with this other force, whether it's a person, whether it is happening within you, whether it's between you and the entire universe, right? Your soul and God, goddess, deity, whatever is the decision, whatever is the partnership, whatever you said yes to, right? You're using it in a way to create something more than just, it goes beyond just, it's transpersonal, right? It's not just about you and how you feel about it. Because maybe that would be a 7 of Cups. Even if it doesn't feel like we're slowing down, we're getting stuck in the mud in the sense of we're not really creating anything. We're just doing our activities to gratify ourselves rather than working on the bigger picture or the transcendent creation. Okay? And I think that's what Spirit's telling you here. We got that star card. The 6 of Wands is also telling you that. That this is a partnership. This is a 2 and a 2. Now we got a 6, right? So we're creating something. There's a certain harmony between you and this other component, other person, or you and the universe, or you and God, goddess, deity, whatever. Between you and this other thing, there is such a harmony and such a resonance that it's through that interaction that you're creating something that transcends either one of you. Okay? This could be a business partnership, could be a marriage, could be you in a particular job, particular company that you're working for. Whatever it is. It could be, like I said, an artistic collaboration. And it is, no matter what it is, it's an artistic collaboration. The two of you are getting together and it's creating something that is beyond the two of you personally, right? Something that it is infinite, really. And I think that we've got to listen as much as we talk, I think, or maybe even more than we talk. We've got to take the bigger picture into account and make it about the team, about the bigger creation, rather than about our experience. It needs to be about us, and it's hard to not make it about us because this feels so darn good, right? You're taking such delight in what you're doing, you're living the dream, right? We've got to remember to yield a little bit, allow a little bit of space. Okay? Allow a little bit of room, a little bit of space for this situation to breathe so that there can be that fresh air. There can be those new ideas. Maybe we feel that we've got a little bit of creative blockage. Maybe the Four of Swords is a little bit of writer's block. And maybe what we do need is a little bit of room to breathe. It's not about self-gratification, but you are delighting in self. You are delighting in what you're doing, but it's not about that. Okay, and there's the difference here. Maybe this might be the best reading we've ever done. I love this. I think that it really is, from the very beginning, keep going, keep doing this thing. Don't stop doing it. Find a way to have a little bit of more breathing room, a little bit more space. Create a little bit more space for everybody. Don't stop. Don't abandon this work. Maybe there's this thing here that once you stop talking, or once you stop exerting your influence, right, and doing something, once you stop striving, then we kind of feel like, I got to do something. I've got to change. I've got to, And so Spirit is saying, stay committed to what you're doing, but give it more room to breathe, right? Give it more room for these other ideas. Get the fresh air in there. Yeah. And learn how to regulate this creative striving, this drive that you have. It's a very intense drive. And this is a very creative drive. We've got to learn how to adjust the dials on it a little bit so it doesn't become aggressive or overbearing or overpowering to the bigger, the bigger group or the bigger picture or whatever it is. I want to look at the mystery card. This reading went by very, very fast. And I can feel your energy, And the other thing about the Tower, I think, is that we don't want to keep going so fast that we end up breaking something down, right? You can't redline your engine for that long, otherwise you're going to blow a gasket or a seal or a cylinder head or something, right? So we have to take that into account too. We need to slow down for our own sake and for the sake of the bigger picture here. But Spirit is saying, stay committed. Keep doing what you're doing, just breathe deeper inside of this zone, So what can the mystery card be? I want to see something of the success of it. We have a Nine of Cups, maybe a Nine of Pentacles will be appropriate. Maybe the Emperor, that wouldn't be so bad. Be your power card. Maybe what we need is a 6. Maybe we need either the 6 of Cups or the 6 of Swords. We have the 6 of Wands. Maybe we need the other side of that, the 6 of Cups, right? So there's balance then in between. There's balance in you. There's balance between you and the other. Everything is just kind of this perfect blend of striving and yielding. Let's see what we've got. Well, it is a 6. It is a 6 of Swords. It is upside down. Does not happen very often. I try to keep everything right side up. So I wonder if that is significant. Sometimes the 6 of Swords is about us getting away from a problem. We've put distance between ourselves and what was bothering us. Okay? So now that this is upside down, maybe this is returning. Maybe this is not us sailing away from something, trying to run away from a problem. Maybe this is us getting to the center of it, getting to the bottom of it, right? Getting to the bottom of a problem. And maybe the problem is really part of this 4 of Swords. When we stop striving, we start to feel bad in some way. We feel it as a negative thing, right? Maybe our mind starts thinking too much, our heart starts doing too much, and we just we start kind of losing our mojo, right? We start losing the momentum when we take time to breathe in between our stories that we're telling, you know. Maybe we kind of lose the flow, we lose the vibe, we lose that high, we lose that rush of energy that we're on. Maybe we need to get back to that. Maybe there's something really at the core of this that we need to face or focus on. But I think the Six of Swords is also reminding us to keep the harmony in the communication. Yeah, that we have the creative harmony of the group, right? And maybe this really is that fresh air. Maybe we need to realize when the air is getting a little stale and we got to open a window, let a fresh breeze in, you know. Or maybe with this intensity that sometimes we just need a break from it, and we just need to relax and do something else and be silly and joke around for a while, right? Because this card, right side up, is all about science. It's all about a rigid blueprint, a plan of action. It's all about a very structured scientific organization of things. And maybe this way is saying, don't be so rigid, right? Innovate, right? Go outside the bounds of what is considered to be the kind of scientific standard, you know. So be creative, right? Allow for a break in the rigidity. Allow for a little bit of silliness. Tell a joke, you know what I mean? Listen to a joke. Allow yourself to laugh. There's this intensity in you. And with that Four of Swords, again, it's kind of like that rigid box that we're in. Maybe we just need to open a window and just have a day or have a few minutes. It's like take a 10-minute coffee break with your coworkers. And don't talk about work. You know, don't talk about this project or anything. Just laugh and joke and just shoot the breeze, as they say. You know? And so maybe that's why this card's upside down and we're taking things too seriously. We're making things too ordered and structured, too organized, too scientific, and not spiritual enough. You know, there's science and religion, right? There's the kind of rigid standards of things, and then there's just the creative, free-flowing kind of fool energy, right? So I think we need to know the balance between those. Yeah. We also need an extended reading. If you want to stick around, there's a link up here. There's one down below. New readings for Aries. This is a bonus reading. Okay, so this is kind of outside of your normal schedule. I woke up this morning and I figured that you needed some kind of, maybe this was the break, right? Maybe this is just something where you can sit back and relax and listen and not be focused on what you have to do, not focused on your tasks. Yeah, I just feel like you needed something to kind of, you needed something to kind of to bring in a little bit of a breeze, I guess, right? Anyway, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.